Hey everybody, it's Andrew back again with another video. And as you know, I unboxed and reviewed the Chuwi Hi12, a 12-inch tablet with a Retina screen. Tonight we have its dual boot version. It's the Chuwi Hi12 Stylus. It has both Windows 10 and Android 5.1. In addition, it also has stylus support. Let's find out what's inside this box. Got my knife? Let's find out what's inside this box. So as you know, I unboxed and reviewed the Chuwi Hi12, the Windows 10 version, and unfortunately we couldn't get the dock until now. This is the dual boot version of the Hi12. It runs Windows 10 and it runs Android 5.1. I also ordered the keyboard dock that was pretty much elusive until now, and I got the space gray version. And let's take off this packaging, and here they are. This I assume is the keyboard. Let's put that to the side for a moment. And this is the Chuwi Hi12 dual boot version, and it's good to see that they sent it in its original packaging rather than some foam packaging that I received in the Windows 10 version. Let's take a look at the keyboard real quick, because I'm curious to see what this is going to look like. Now originally, and I'm glad I did open it first, originally this had a white trackpad, and it still has the white keyboard as far as keys are concerned, but this had a white trackpad, and I just didn't like the way it looked. Let's open this up real quick. I was really looking forward to getting this because I'm really enjoying the Hi12 Windows version, but without the keyboard, I think it's incomplete. And it does feel pretty nice. Keys seem to have pretty good travel. Decent build quality. It's got like a rubberized grip to it, and I'm liking it so far. This is not a backlit keyboard. They decided to go with white keys. Let's put that to the side for the moment. We'll test it out with both the Windows version and this. This is the dual boot version. And as you can see here, it says Chuwi on the box right there. Intel inside over there tells you that it's gray over here. And there's some Chinese stuff on there in the back. On the back it says it's Chuwi right there. Right there it says Chuwi Innovation and Technology Company. It's in Shenzhen, China. Well, enough of the box. Let's see what you get. Now, it looked like it's already been opened at, I guess, at banggood.com. It's where I bought it. It took about 2 weeks to get here, and I'll put the link below to where you can buy it. And here it is. It's just like its Windows cousin, it has the screen protector. Let's peel this off right away. And pretty much the same build quality. It's exactly the same hardware. You get some Chuwi sticker here, or whatever this is. It says it's Chuwi Hi12. It says it's Intel inside, IPS display, 2160 by 1440. As I mentioned in my unboxing and review of the Windows 10 version, this has the same screen as a Surface Pro 3. It's a Cherry Trail processor. It's the X5 Z8300 variant, and it says Generation 8 GPU. It's the X5 Cherry Trail processor. We all know that it has 64 gigabytes of eMMC storage. Continuing the unboxing, we know the Windows 10 version, including the charger. Let's see if it's the same. It looks a little bit different, and it is a little bit different. And this one, I don't know if you can see that, it says it's 5 volts, 3 amps. So it does have the same output. We'll do a full test on that, compare that to the Windows 10 version. It does look a little bit different as far as the cable is concerned. And again, micro USB. And it's a little bit short in terms of length. So I wish they would improve that. And let's see what else you get. You get some documentation, and that is about it. Let's see if they put this one in English. I think the last one was also in Chinese. This comes in there. This is a Chuwi. It says that it passed quality and Q&A right there, whatever that is. Quality and assurance maybe, I don't know. Pretty much in Chinese. And as you know, I don't speak or read Chinese, so let's just put all that to the side. So that's it. That's what you get. But what we really want to see is the Chuwi Hi12 dual boot version, which is here, in its dock. And I want to see it because before we do our first boot, and we're going to boot it into Android, because we've already done the unboxing and the full review of the Hi12 Windows 10 version. And let's see how it will connect. So I have my keyboard here. You have your keyboard right here. And as you know, the ports are the same. I mean, let's go over it real quick. Down here is your connector for your keyboard. Pogo pins, 2 slots right there. On the side, you have one of the side firing speakers, and they're pretty good. Again, here's the other one on that side. You have your USB 3.0, micro USB charging port, your micro HDMI out, your microphone headphone jack. And on the top of the device, you have your power button and your volume rocker up and down. You have your front-facing camera right there, and you have your rear-facing camera right there. Everything else seems to be the same as the Chuwi Hi12 Windows 10 version. Now, putting it into its dock, you're going to click it in, and it snaps right in, just like that. And I can tell you right away, it has a pretty good fit. And it seems to match pretty well. This is the space gray version, and it feels pretty good. And let's see what kind of viewing angles you'll get. So you can start it like this, and it can go all the way back to there. That's as far back as it goes. So obviously this will be a little bit top heavy, and it can't go any further back. Otherwise, you'll tip over the whole unit. Here are the different positions you can put it in. You've got laptop mode. You can turn it around, put it into tablet mode. You can do it like this with the keyboard facing away. Tent mode, although it's not very sturdy. There you go. Now the hinge seems to be working pretty well. Pretty sturdy. Magnet seems to hold it in place. Those are the different modes. Let's see if it has any juice to get this thing going. I want to boot it into Android if I can. So let's see if it has any juice. Once I boot this up, there it is. There's the Chuwi splash screen. And here I have a choice between Android and Windows. I'm going to hit Android. So we had a choice at the splash screen. We went with Android. Since we've already seen the Windows 10, I think we've already gone over that enough. So I decided, let's just look at the Android section first. Take a look at which version. Let's go to About Tablet. And it says it's running Android 5.1. So it's running Lollipop. This also has, if I hit the escape button, that's the home button. Let's see if it has the Play Store as I'm scrolling through, and it does have the Play Store, so it's good to see that we have Google services installed already. So I'm going to probably put another launcher on this, probably Nova Prime on this, because I'm not really crazy about these Chinese overlays. Now, it does have some bloatware. I'm going to go through to see which stuff can be removed, which can be hidden. Obviously, I don't want to use this. I'm probably eventually going to, again, like I said, going to use some other launcher or Google Now launcher. I don't think, well, it says location is off. Let's turn it on. Agree. In this previous version, you turned off access. Would you turn it back on? Yes. I want to turn it on. And as you can see, when I'm hitting the screen, it does rock a little bit. So I'm going to have to bring it forward just a little. Not the greatest engineering, I guess, so far. I turned on location settings. Let me go back home. So it looks like it's a pretty stock Android, not too much bloatware. There are some Chinese apps on there I'm not really sure about. So we'll do a full test on the Android side of things, obviously. Keyboard working pretty good. Trackpad, it's a little undersized and not as responsive as I thought it would be. So we'll do a lot of testing on the trackpad as well. As far as the touchscreen, it seems to be pretty responsive. I'm going to boot over to the Windows side of things, and I'm going to see if the Surface Pen, which uses the N-Trig technology, if it works on this. Now, I'm not sure what pen technology this uses. I ordered a pen which is for the Declast X3 Pro. That's on its way from Banggood.com. They've already shipped it. I should have it by next week, hopefully, or perhaps the week after. But I'm curious to see, since this has a Surface Pro 3 screen, whether or not the Surface Pro 4 pen, which uses the same technology as the Surface Pen of the Surface 3, I'm curious to see if that will work on the Chuwi Hi12. So let's take a break. I'll be right back to test the pen. So when I hit the power button, it allows me to boot to Windows. There's an option there, so I'm going to hit boot to Windows. It's going to say boot to Windows. Your micro PC will boot to Windows. Say OK, and I'm going to hit OK, and it should go to Windows. Now, I'm not sure if this pen will work. Now, here's the pen, and I can tell you it does not use the same technology as far as the Surface Pen. So that tells me it's using something else. I don't know whether it's the Wacom technology. It's certainly not the N-Trick technology that the Surface Pen uses. So that eliminates one type of technology. I do have a pen coming from the banggood.com. They are sending me the pen that works with the Teclast X2, X3, and I believe one other device. Now, it's also going to work with the device that I have coming, which is the Teclast X3 Pro on its way. So I'll have the pen for that as well. So once we get the pen into the studios, we will do full testing on that. We will do full testing on the keyboard of this device, and we'll see how it works with the Windows only as well. There you see this Chuwi splash screen. Again, I'm going from Android to Windows side. Let's see how long it takes to boot up to Windows. Again, this will be the first boot on the Windows side of things, so we'll be right back as soon as it's fully booted up. So we're fully booted up. I want to go, let me pull it out of its keyboard cradle. I want to go into the settings here and disable some power management to make the screen brighter. I had to do that in the Windows only version, and I'm going to do it here. I'm going to go to the graphics properties and Intel graphics. So here we are. I'm going to put this up to, I'm going to disable the power management. Here it is at 100%. So I've disabled that, and let me apply it, and right away I think it got brighter. Yes, it did. One of the things I recommend if you get this tablet, whether it be the dual boot version or the Windows version, is to disable the display power saving technology. On that, you'll get a brighter screen. And it looks pretty good. This is the same exact screen that we've seen, so nothing more to report here. Keyboard's feeling pretty good. Trackpad, okay. It's a little bit undersized. Keys feel very good. I'm liking the keys. There is volume up and down, and there is a function key you have to hit. I don't know if there's a function lock, but we'll find all that out when we do our full testing of this dock, dual boot flavor of the Chuwi Hi12. We're going to test everything. So stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen, as we will have a full review of the Chuwi Hi12 dual boot version. We will focus on the Android side of things since we've already done a full review on the Windows side of things. In addition, once we get the stylus in the studio, which I hope to have hopefully by next week, we will do full testing on that as well. So stay tuned for that. In addition, the keyboard will undergo full testing as we normally do here at AMD Tech. We'll see how it works in both the Windows 10 version and the dual boot version and see how that keyboard holds up over time. So please hit the like button, please subscribe, please leave a comment in the comment section below. Don't forget to share this video. And until next time, this is Andrew from AMD Tech. See ya.